So this question is, what is the best or more efficient way to learn new somatosensory feedback on learning the differences between speaking and singing vowels? I don't know that there is a best way. I think learning is quite individual. But maybe the question is saying, what are some, in your opinion, your experiences, what's helped a lot of singers? What are some things that you've done with them to help them develop this?
Yeah, I think one, like you said, self-discovery and experimentation. Along those lines, being open to the possibility that the voice won't always feel like it's in the same giant quotes place. That yes, there might be a certain combination of vowel and pitch that you discover that is like, oh my gosh, that feels great, that sounds great. Now how do I make my voice feel like that all the time? That might not be possible. Or as you find it, you might start to identify things that do feel cohesive. But that one of the things that I've found with helping people sing and optimize their singing is getting over that barrier of, oh my gosh, I felt a register change. Or as I sang that vowel on that melisma, the vowel seemed to change as I went. That can't be right. And reassuring them that on the outside, the vowel stayed more cohesive and the tone was smoother and freer. As far as bringing our awareness to somatosensory feedback, some ways to jumpstart that. I like to think of the hands as being able to sense information from tools. And so specifically, when we bring our hands to our face, we need to be aware that we're bringing a whole different level of sensory awareness to our voice. And that as we do that, that we recognize that that's why sometimes it's hard to take them away. Yeah, because we're like turning off the lights. Yeah, lights on, lights off. Yeah. And recognizing that so that we don't just be like, oh, it only feels good to sing when I put my hands on my face. Like, no, when I put my hands on my face, I have more awareness of the sound. And then I take them away. But I really like this simple one. You can all try this at home. And this was something that drove me crazy as a young singer. I would feel that I could move the point of where at the center of a vowel all over my face, and I could never guess which was the right perfect place to put all the vowels. But I could move them anywhere. So if we point here, and what we're sensing is kind of a nucleus to the sound, a center to the sound. You might feel it as a convergence or a point of pressure or vibrations. It's not all the sound, it's just the center of the sound. And on an E vowel, I want to center that right in the middle of my hard palate. It's not a sound, it's just a nice E with flow. And I'm going to point to where I'm feeling that nucleus and then move it and point to where I'm moving it. And by pointing it helps me kind of focus my attention on it and literally feel it. See if you notice a change in the timbre as I move that point of focus around. I can take it a little further. I don't feel that I'm moving my tongue. When I put my hand on my throat, I feel my larynx going all over the place, and I had no idea.
That's brilliant, and I can attest to that. Okay, we're going over time a little bit, but I know what you mean. And so many singers say, "I just don't know when it's right. I just want to know when it's right." You will develop this. It does come with time. It's one of those things that you can't go down to the store and buy and get. It's not, Amazon Prime. It's not going to show up in the next day. Yeah, but it's important, and I love the hands-on approach. I think that is very valuable to a lot of singers. Also, using the tools like the balloon, just becoming aware of these things, and then yeah, the guided self experimentation, right? And that just really proves the point. The truth is, we do not hear ourselves or experience ourselves the way other people do. So we do need trusted ears. We all need a coach from time to time. It's just a fact. And someone we trust that gives us that feedback that, like, okay, that spot here and here, that was perfect. Right? Even though that might be totally random. But getting the confirmation that we're on the right track, and then we can start developing the muscle memory for those sensory experiences.